فما بال هذا القلب فهو هواء وما بال هذه العين فهو.
Welcome to us all once again to our forsaken grammar lessons. Okay, I must apologize first for the long break from this session, and hopefully we are going to continue and we pray for consistency. Okay, so we've already treated one topic from this book. We've already treated that is al-jumla al-mufida, complete sentence or beneficial sentence or meaningful sentence, al-jumla al-mufida or al-jumlatul mufidatu. We've already treated that. So today we are going to look at ajza al-jumla. When we say ajza, what we mean is the plural of juz'un. When we have juz'u, that is a part of something. Ajza is parts. When we say ajza al-jumlati, parts of a sentence. So that is what we are going to be taking through today. Al-amthila, examples. Rakiba Ibrahimu al-Hisanu. Ibrahim rode the horse. That is, Ibrahim rode, or you can say Ibrahim rode on the horse, because Rakiba doesn't necessarily mean you are behind the wheel. If I say Rakib to Sayyara, it can be a public transport and I got on it. Not definitely I am behind my private car driving, no. Rakiba Ibrahim al-Hisan. Ibrahim rode the horse. That is the past tense of ride. Rakiba. Yuda'ibu Ismailu al-Qitta. The verb yuda'ibu is from the passive, is from the past tense da'aba. When we say da'aba, to play with something, to keep it happy. When I have a baby and I'm holding the baby and I'm kind of singing, caressing it and all that, we call it da'aba. Muda'aba. That is the verbal noun. Yuda'ibu Ismailu al-Qitta. Ibrahim is playing with the cat. Yahsudu al-Fallahu. Yahsudu al-Fallahu al-Qamha. The peasant farmer, al-Fallah, you can say farmer or the peasant farmer, is harvesting the wheat. Al-Qamh, wheat or cereal grains. Yahsudu, from the verb hasada, to harvest. Example number 4. Ta'kulu ash-shatu fulan wa sha'iran. Ash-shat, you can say sheep or ewe. That is female sheep. You can say female sheep or just a sheep. Ta'kulu ash-shatu fulan wa sha'iran. This sheep, the sheep, eats or is eating fulan, beans, wa sha'iran, and barley, B-A-R-L-E-Y, barley, sha'ir. That is of their food, the food they eat. Sami'tu, number 5. Sami'tu an-nasiha. Sami'tu, from sami'a, to hear. Sami'tu, I heard an-nasiha, the advice. Yasta'u an-nuru fil hujrati. Yasta'u an-nuru fil hujrati. Light is shining in the room. Yasta'u, we can say beam or to shine. So we can say light is shining in the room or light is beaming in the room. Al-hujra is al-ghurfa, room. Tajri as-safinatu ala al-ma'i. Tajri, the present tense form of jara, to run. Tajri as-safinatu, the ship is running or is moving ala al-ma'i, on water. So here we say the ship moves on water, ala al-ma'i. Hal tuhibbu as-safara? Hal tuhibbu as-safara? Do you like traveling or do you love traveling? Okay, so these are the examples of the sentences he wants to use to explain what we call ajza'ul jumla, parts of a sentence. Okay. So he said al-bahthu. Al-bahthu means where he explains or researching into the matter. This is the portion where he explains the examples he's giving us. Okay. Arafna fima mada. Arafna, we've known fima mada, from what is past. Anna al-jumlata al-mufidata, that the beneficial sentence or the meaningful sentence or the complete sentence, tatarakkabu min, is composed of ajza'in, composed of parts. Here al-kalimatu, here these parts are al-kalimatu, words. The parts that makes up a sentence, they are all words. وَنُرِيدُ, and we want أن نعرف, to know, في هذا الدرس, in this lesson, أنواع الكلمات. أنواع is the plural of noun, type. So we want to know in this lesson أنواع الكلمات, types of words, the types of words. فنقول, and so we say. So we are told the sentence is made up of words. So we want to know these words. Okay. إذا بحثنا في الجمل. Jumal is the plural of jumla. Jumlatun, 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 and then we have jumal. Okay. إذا بحثنا في الجمل التي معنا. If we search into the sentences, بحث is to search. إذا بحثنا في الجمل التي معنا, in the sentences that we have, معنا, that is with us. وجدنا, these sentences are just the ones we read above. These ones, that is the jumal we are talking about here. وجدنا, we find out, أن الكلمات, that words, that the words, أن الكلمات, that the words, Ibrahim وإسماعيل والفلاح, and the fallah, all these words, ألفاظ تسمى بها أشخاص. These are all words. Alfaz is the synonym for kalimat. Alfaz, anything that is pronounced. When we say loves, anything that is pronounced. As against kalimat, which are words. So we can have a loves, which is not a word. But we can have a kalima, which is not a loves. I hope this is captured very well. So alfazun, they are pronunciations to samma biha, that is used to name ashkhasun, people. وَأَنَّ الْكَلِمَاتِ, and that the words al-hisan wal-qit, and the cat, the horse, the cat, was-shat, and the sheep, alfazun tusamma biha, they are words that are used to name anwa'un min al-hayawan, some types of animals. Anwa'un min al-hayawan, types of animals. وَأَنَّ الْقَمْحَ, and that qamah, grains or wheat, وَالْفُول, and beans, وَالشَّعِيرِ, and barley, أَلْفَاظٌ تُسَمَّى بِهَا أَنْوَاعٌ مِنَ الْبَنَاتِ. These are also words, مِنَ النَّبَاتِ, sorry. These are also words that are used to name forms, anwa', forms of plants. Plants. We need to take note of that. They are also used to name plants. So we have names that are given to humans, names that are given to forms of animals, and we have names that are given to plants. That is forms of plants. Okay. So in this case, وَأَنَّ الْحُجْرَةَ, and that's words like al-hujra, was-safinata, and the ship. Al-hujra, the room, was-safina, and the ship, wal-ma, water, alfazun tusamma biha anwa'un min al-jama'at. These are pronunciations or words used to name types of al-jama'at, inanimate objects, static objects. So the room, the ship, water, these are words that are given to static objects or inanimate objects. They are not humans, they are not animals. Okay. وَأَنَّ النَّصِيحَةَ, and that words like nasiha, advice, wa nur, light, was safar, and travel or journey, alfazun tusamma biha, they are words that are given to types of anwa'un ukhra, other types, min al-ma'ani, from meanings. These are words that gives us meanings. Nasiha, we don't say inanimate. Advice is just words that gives us a meaning. Wa nur, light. Was safar, nur is not the bulb but the light that comes out of it. Was safar and journey, they are alfaz to samma biha, that is used to name anwa'un ukhra, another type or another group, min al ma'ani, of meanings. They give us meanings. Ma'ani is the plural of ma'na. Okay. ولذلك تسمى كل كلمة min هذه الكلمات, and so these words, كل كلمة, each word, min هذه الكلمات, among these words, تسمى is called isman, is called a noun. وكذلك كل كلمة يسمى بها إنسان, and likewise every word that is used to name insan, human, or hayawan, أو nabat, or plants, أو jamad, or static object, or inanimate objects, أو أي شيء أخرى, or any other thing. These are all called isman. They are all called a noun. Okay, so we have tusamma. He is saying that وَلِذَلِكَ تُسَمَّى كُلُّ كَلِمَةٍ مِنْ هَذِهِ الْكَلِمَاتِ isman. All these words that he has named from up above there, they are all called ism. Now, Aywa, he's saying كَذَلِكَ, and likewise, and he goes on to mention words that are used to name humans, animals, plants, inanimate objects. They are all called ism. That is a noun. نعود للجمل مرة ثانية. نعود, we return, or let's return, للجمل, to the sentences, مرة, another مرة ثانية, again. So we are going back to the sentences above. فنجد أن كل كلمة من الكلمات, and we find that each word among the words, rakiba, to ride, yuda'ibu, playing with, yahsudu, harvesting, ta'kulu, eats, tadullu, all these, tadullu ala, they all point to or refer to. All these refer to. Husuli, because of ala, husuli, fi'lin, fi zamanin khasin. All these refer to an occurrence. Husul, occurrence. That is the same as huduth. Okay, or wuku'. So husul, huduth, wuku', all these mean to occur. So husulu fi'lin, the occurrence of an action, fi zamanin khas, in a specific time. All these words refer to the occurrence of an action in a specific time. Falafzu, and so the word rakiba, mathalan, for example, rakiba, yadullu ala ar-rukub, it points to riding. Fi zaman al-madi, in the past tense. So when you say rakiba, right away I understand you're talking about somebody riding, but in the past, in a past time. Okay. Wa yuda'ibu yadullu ala al-muda'aba, and when you say yuda'ibu, it points to, or it refers to al-muda'aba, the action of playing with something. Okay. Fi zaman al-hadir aw al-ati, in the present time, that is az-zaman al-hadir. When we say hadir, that is a present time. That's why we call civilization hadara. Hadara, civilization, because it's kind of a modern something. Fi zaman al-hadir aw al-ati. When we say yuda'ibu, I understand that somebody is playing with something in a present time or in the future or in the coming time. Okay. Wa halumma jarra. Halumma jarra is etc. That's why we say etc. etc. Halumma jarra, and so on and so forth. وَلِذَلِكَ تُسَمَّى, and so each word, كُلُّ كَلِمَةٍ مِنْ هَذَا النَّوْعِ. So this is how we read it. If you want to bring the meaning, وَلِذَلِكَ, and so كُلُّ كَلِمَةٍ مِنْ هَذَا النَّوْعِ, each word from this type tusamma is called fi'lan, is called a verb. Okay, so all these words that point to occurrence of an action in a specific time, they are all called a fi'l, that is verb. وَعِنْدَ تَأَمُّلِ الْجُمَلِ, and when we ponder over the sentences, الثلاث الأخيرة, look at this, وَعِنْدَ تَأَمُّلِ الْجُمَلِ الثلاث الأخيرة, and when we ponder over the three last sentences, or the last three sentences, when we check the last three sentences, نجد أن الكلمات, we realize that the words fi, that is in, ala, on, وهل, and hal, إذا نطق بكل منها, if each of them is pronounced, نطق bi, pronounced. When we say nataqa, he pronounced. Say nataqa bismi, he pronounced my name, or he mentioned my name. إذا نطق بكل منها, if each of them is said وحده, alone, لم يفهم له معنى كاملا, لم يفهم له معنى كامل, we don't understand a complete meaning for it. When I say fi, in, I have not said anything. When I say ala or hal, I have not said anything much. Okay. وإذا نطق بكل منها في جملته, if each of them is pronounced in its sentence, ظهر معناه كاملا, its meaning appears completely. وتسمى, and is called كل كلمة من هذه الكلمات الثلاث, each of these three words is called حرفا, a harf, each of them is called harf. That is an article or a particle in English. That is a small word on its own that does not give a full meaning. Fi, that is in, on, and all those words. Okay. وكذلك كل الكلمات التي من هذا النوع, and all the words that have this kind of formula, all the words from this type, words that don't give a complete meaning or less found in a sentence. Okay, all these words are called harf. And so these are the three parts that makes up a sentence: ism, fi'l, harf. These are also what we call aqsam al-kalam. Aqsam al-kalam. When we read books like Alfiya, Ajrumiyya, you realize that they put this under aqsam al-kalam. That is the partitions of words. Okay. Al-qaida, the ruling. Al-kalimatu thalathatu anwa, where the word is divided into three parts: ismun wa fi'lun wa harfun. That is the three parts: noun, verb, and article. Fal ismu, the noun, kullu lafzin, he's defining it, so you memorize this part. Kullu lafzin yusamma bihi insanun aw hayawanun aw nabatun aw jamad aw ayyu shay'in akhar. Any word or any pronunciation that is used to name a human, animal, plant, inanimate object, or any other thing, if it is a noun that is used to name it, it becomes ism. والفعل كل لفظ يدل على حصول عمل في زمن خاص. Any word or pronunciation that is used that points to occurrence of a work or an action في زمن خاص, in a particular time, in a specific time. والحرف, and the harf, that is the article. كل لفظ, any word, لا يظهر معناه, its meaning does not appear كاملا, completely, إلا مع غيره, except when it comes with another. Like if I say ala, on, you don't really get it. But if I say ala tawila, on the table, then it gives you a direction. That is what he means by لا يظهر معناه كاملا إلا مع غيره, except when it comes with another word. Then the meaning comes clear. Okay, so this brings us to the end of أجزاء الجملة, parts of a sentence. When you look in bigger books, you realize it's categorized under أقسام الكلام. أقسام الكلام. Okay, so thank you very much. Inshallah, we'll continue from here, and we hope it comes. Grammar is about keeping every step in your head. You don't have to go and refer before you know. Grammar is a consistent something. You don't break the link. When it breaks, there is a very big problem. So you read on it a lot, you try to revise a lot, make sure every point in it stays very well. Okay, so till we meet again, have a good time, have a good Arabic time. I have to note that. Okay, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.